So as discussed yesterday, we are going to see today simple interest problems, and after that, if time permits, compound interest. But I don't think so. आज हमारा simple interest ही सिर्फ cover हो पाएगा. So percentage notes I will share once we complete compound interest things. Otherwise, I'll share it today only, and you just go through it because simple interest we will cover today, and only compound interest problems will be remained. That you can see later on how we have solved it. So as we talk about simple interest होता क्या है? Whenever we are investing some amount, उस पे हमें कुछ interest मिल जाता है, right? So on our investment we gain some more money. That money is known as interest. Okay? तो अगर आपने मानो 100 रुपया इन्वेस्ट किए हैं एंड हर महीने आपको बैंक दे रही है 8% ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट, दैट मीन्स at the end of the month, maybe per month or maybe per year, you can say 10% दे रहे हैं. Okay, so at the end of the first year, how much you will get? 10% of 100 or 8% of 100, let's say. So 8 rupees. 8% of 100 is 8 rupees. So at the end of the first year, you will gain 8 rupees more than your invested amount. And that invested amount is 100 rupees. So at the end of the first year, your total money will be 108. Okay. Again, if you have invested for 5 years with simple interest, that means 8 rupees जो अपना first year में मिला, same 8 rupees you will get again in second year, again in third year, again in fourth year, right? So at the end of fifth year, you will have 5 times 8 rupees, that means 40 rupees will be piled up. So at the end of fifth year, your total money will be 100 rupees plus interest of 40 rupees, that means 140 rupees. Okay, this is how simple interest works. Generally, whatever investment we do, we go for the compound interest because that is more beneficial. That we will see tomorrow how to calculate compound interest, but first understand the funda of simple interest. So simple interest is the amount which we gain at the maturity level of our investment. Okay, so जो हम 100 rupees invest कर रहे हैं, भले fixed deposit में डालो आप, so that 100 rupees is called a principal amount, and on that principal amount you will gain some interest, and at the end of the maturity level, I mean maturity year, so जब भी हमारी इन्वेस्टमेंट हम सपोज 5 साल के लिए, तो 5 साल के एंड में आवर इन्वेस्टमेंट गेट्स मैच्योर मतलब वी गेट द इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट अलॉन्ग विथ आवर प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट, सो वी कैन विदड्रॉ दैट मनी. So at the end of the invested period, that period let's call tenure, TENURE. Okay, and the total amount which we are getting at the end of our tenure is called amount, total amount denoted by A. So there are only 3 formula which you have to remember to calculate simple interest problems, that I will share with you my screen. Yes, so you can see simple interest is equal to PTR upon 100. P stands for principal amount, T for tenure, R for rate of interest. So for in our example, our principal amount is 100 rupees, tenure is say for 1 year we have invested, or for 2 years, so 2, and rate of interest was 8%, so R is 8 upon 100 will give you the amount of simple interest. So मानो आपको principal amount दी होगी कि you have invested so much for so many years with this rate of interest, find the simple interest you will be gaining at the end. So अगर आपको simple interest सिर्फ find out करने को बोला है, so the first formula you are going to use. But you are asked to find the total amount you will be getting at the end of maturity. Then the third formula, total amount which we get at the end is always sum of the principal amount plus simple interest. Okay, जैसे मैंने बोला 100 रुपीज़ अपना प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट है, 5 साल के लिए हमने 8% रेट से किया, तो एट द एंड वी विल गेट 40 रुपीज़ एज इंटरेस्ट, सो अपना टोटल अमाउंट हो जाएगा 140. सो समटाइम्स यू विल बी आस्क्ड, आपको सिंपल इंटरेस्ट दिया रहेगा, आपको प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट पता होगी, एंड यू विल बी आस्क्ड टू फाइंड द टोटल अमाउंट यू विल बी गेटिंग एट द एंड, सो यू कैन यूज द थर्ड फॉर्मूला. और आपको अमाउंट दी होगी, प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट पता होगी, एंड यू विल बी आस्क्ड व्हाट इंटरेस्ट इट शुड हैव बीन सेट, राइट? तो कौन सी इंटरेस्ट से हमें वो अमाउंट मिली है. सो देर आर लॉट ऑफ टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ सिंपल इंटरेस्ट. देर इज सेकेंड फॉर्मूला विच वी यूज व्हेन वी डोंट नो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट. सपोज हमें सिंपल इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करने की ज़रूरत ना पड़े, इन दैट केस अगर हमें डायरेक्टली अमाउंट फाइंड आउट करना है रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एंड टेन्योर से एंड प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट से, सो वी डोंट गो इन टू सिंपल इंटरेस्ट. अगर पूछा नहीं है तो, अगर हमें डायरेक्टली अमाउंट पूछा है टोटल, तो वी गो फॉर दी सेकेंड फॉर्मूला विच इज अमाउंट इज इक्वल टू प्रिंसिपल इंटू 1 प्लस RT अपॉन 100. Okay, so now with the help of problems we will see how to use these three formula. The system works only on these three formula. Okay, calculate the simple interest occurred in 4 years on principal amount of rupees 18,440 at the rate of 15% per annum. Per annum means per year. Okay, so there are two ways I can show you, but yeah, you can go for the elaborate way only. We will go with the help of formula only. So simple interest we have to calculate. So tenure is 4 years, right? Principal amount is 18,440 and rate of interest is 15%. And we are asked to find the simple amount, right? So the formula for SI is PTR upon 100. So just put all the values and you will able to calculate. So this is the simple interest we are gaining at the end of 4 years. For 4 years with 15% interest, the simple interest we are gaining is 11,064. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So just go with the help of formula, because you only have to elaborate it in the paper. So no need to go for any shortcut technique to remember also. Okay, then let's move to the second problem. Yes, Dinesh deposits an amount of rupees 65,800. Dinesh deposits an amount of rupees 65,800 to obtain simple interest at the rate of 14% per annum for 4 years. How much total amount he will get at the end of 4 years? Now deposits an amount, मतलब वो है principal amount 65,800. To obtain simple interest at the rate of 14%. So R is 14, T is 4 years. So we are asked to find the total amount at the end of the 4th year. So we will first list down whatever is asked or whatever is given. So principal amount 65,800. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट का रेट है 14%. टेन्योर इज 4 years. Right? So we are asked to find the total amount. Now we can see we don't need to actually find simple interest क्योंकि वो पूछा ही नहीं है. So we can use the second formula, right? A is equal to वैसे तो P प्लस ऐसा है, बट इफ़ यू आर आस्क्ड टू फाइंड, आपको ऐसा ढूंढना है तो PRT अपॉन 100 यू कैन फाइंड. और द सेकेंड फॉर्मूला विच आई हैड शोन यू वॉज A इज इक्वल टू P इंटू 1 प्लस RT अपॉन 100. दिस ऑल्सो यू कैन यूज डायरेक्टली टू फाइंड द अमाउंट ऑफ टोटल अमाउंट. So we know P, we know R, we know T. राइट. तो अपने को सिंपल इंटरेस्ट अगर पूछा नहीं है तो वी कैन डायरेक्टली फाइंड द टोटल अमाउंट विद दिस फॉर्मूला. अगर सिंपल इंटरेस्ट पूछा है देन यू हैव टू फाइंड सिंपल इंटरेस्ट एंड देन यू कैन यूज दिस फॉर्मूला टू फाइंड द टोटल अमाउंट, राइट. बट इन आवर प्रॉब्लम एज यू कैन सी हाउ मच टोटल अमाउंट ही विल गेट एट द एंड ऑफ 4th year इज आस्क्ड. सो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट नहीं पूछा है, सो वी कैन डायरेक्टली गो फॉर दिस फॉर्मूला. So there are a lot of methods, but you stick to the formula method only. So at the end you will get the answer as 102648. These methods you just ignore. This PPT I had made for some other purpose. So you just stick to formula method. So just list down whatever is asked, okay. So third problem. Mr. A takes a loan from Mr. B for 2 years at the rate of 5% per annum, and after 2 years he gave back rupees 6600 to Mr. B and completed the payment. Find the interest paid by Mr. A. What is given? He has taken loan for 2 years, matlab tenure is 2 years, rate of interest is 5%. And after 2 years he is giving back 6600. मतलब 6600 is the total amount along with simple interest, right? So we are asked to find the simple interest. We don't know principal amount, but we know amount, right? So if we go by this formula, we can get the principal amount. A is equal to P into 1 plus RT upon 100. Right. So यहाँ पे tenure है 2 years, then rate of interest is 5%, principal amount we don't know, amount is given 6600, right. So at the end of 2 years he is paying 6600. So we can use this formula and find the principal amount. So our equation will be 6600 is equal to principal amount into 1 plus 10 upon 100, 5 into T, 2. So okay, you people got answer, very good. So P will be equal to 6000. So we got principal amount as 6000. Now what we is asked, find the interest paid by the A. So what is the amount for formula for amount? This one. Now we know amount, we know principal amount, so we can find simple interest with A minus P. That will come to 600. 6600 minus 6000. Right? So got it? How to calculate these sums? So there are only 3 formula which you have to remember. There is no other option, because without formula you will not be able to solve the questions. So clear hai how we solved? First list down whatever is given. It will be easier for you to understand which formula to be used, right? Once you know which formula to be used, then you can directly find the answer. So simple interest is very simple. Basically सिर्फ 3 formula आपको उस पे काम करना है. Alright. So we'll go for the next sum. Simple interest for sum of rupees this much for 2 years is 10 more than that of rupees this for the same duration. Now instead of giving separate figures, they have given us the relation, right? Simple interest for some particular sum is 10 more than some other particular sum. So how will you do? First is we will set the relationship. Simple interest first is, just show the board. Yeah. So simple interest 1 is 10 more than simple interest 2, right? So how we discuss, उसी के भरोसे आप अपनी इक्वेशन बिल्ड करोगे. हम जैसे बात करते हैं उस हिसाब से यू विल कीप ऑन राइटिंग, सो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड, राइट. सो व्हाट दे हैव सेड, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फॉर पर्टिकुलर सम फॉर 2 years इज के लिए इक्वल टू 10 rupees more than the simple interest for the different particular amount. Now you can use simple interest formula and put those principal amounts in that. So P1 tenure is same, they have said, rate of interest is also same, they have said, is equal to 10 plus P2 tenure is same, rate of interest is same upon 100, right. Now P1 is 1230 into tenure for 2 years, we don't know R, I mean we are supposed to find R. 100, okay, we will write first, then we will cancel out. 10 plus P2 is 1130 into 2 into R upon 100, okay. So take the denominator common here, denominator will get cancelled out, common denominator. So initially, since you people can use calculator, I don't have right now it, so I am not just 100 plus 1130 into 2R, right. डिनोमिनेटर सेम लिया तो इसको 10 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो वो 100 हो गया, कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर विल गेट कैंसल्ड आउट. ऑलराइट, सो नाउ वी कैन सी व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ R. सो यहाँ पे हम सोच रहे हैं 642R माइनस, टेक दिस R on this side, 0622R equals to 100. Am I right? Yes. If I may go wrong somewhere, just let me know. So R 002 equal to 100. So R is equal to, I have done some mistake, half तो है नहीं. What we have done, P1 T1 R1 sum for rupees 1230 for 2 years is 10 rupees more than that of 1130 for 2 years, right. Then find the rate of interest per annum, we are asked. Okay, per annum ये 2 years का हो जाएगा. So what we need to do upon 100. Okay, we will see. Am I going wrong somewhere?
यहाँ पर 10 प्लस की जगह पर 110 आएगा ना, एलसीएम लेने पे थर्ड स्टेप में,
इधर
इसके ऊपर वाले स्टेप में
यहाँ 1 है तो यहाँ 1000 आएगा मेरे ख्याल से, राइट.
मैम 110
नहीं 110 क्यों आएगा, ये डिनोमिनेटर 1 है ना, तो उसको हमें 100 लाना है, तो अपन 100 एंड 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर, है ना. तो इट विल बी 1000, समझे. हाँ, थैंक यू फॉर पॉइंटिंग आउट दिस. सो इट विल बी 1000. नाउ आवर कैलकुलेशन विल बी करेक्ट. 1000 upon 200, 5. So rate of interest will be 5%. So whenever relationship is given, just build it like whatever we are saying and do the calculation very correctly, cautiously. जैसे मेरे जैसे नहीं घाई घाई में करना. Okay. So simple interest for particular sum is rupees 10 more than the other sum, keeping the tenure same. And rate of interest we have to calculate, so obviously we have kept the same letters for both the things. Just replace whatever data you have and then keep on solving. Take denominator and then do it. So the answer will be 5%. आपको हर एक स्टेप सॉल्व करना है पेपर में. there is no shortcut technique you should apply, okay, क्योंकि हर एक स्टेप को मार्क्स है. and mainly you have to write the formula. फॉर्मूला के लिए मार्क्स रिजर्व रहते हैं. सो आप कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज़ कर रहे हो, सो दैट रेफरेंस फॉर्मूला यू हैव टू मेंशन, ओके. and at the end you have to write the sentence as well. So the rate of interest will be 5%. Okay, so moving to the next chapter, next sum. Mr. R lent rupees 400 to Mr. A for 2 years and rupees 100 to Mr. M for 4 years and received from both rupees 60 as interest. Rupees 60 as interest. So find the rate of interest. So what is given that you first have to understand. Mr. R lent rupees 400 to Mr. A. तो उसने एक को 400 दिए, एक को 100 दिए और दोनों से इंटरेस्ट आया 60 रुपीज़. मीन्स दोनों के साइड से जो सम है दैट इज इक्वल, राइट. मतलब दोनों से 60 रुपीज़ ही मिल रहे हैं उसको, इससे भी और इससे भी. मतलब अवर रिलेशन इज सिंपल इंटरेस्ट 1 इज इक्वल टू सिंपल इंटरेस्ट 2. नाउ फॉर बोथ द थिंग्स T is different, P is different, but R is same. So we have to find that R, right? So SI1 equal to SI2. So P1 T1 R is equal to P2 T2 R upon 100. 100 तो वैसे भी cancel out हो जाएंगे. Since it is equal, so there is no complex calculation here. So principal amount is 400 for one, दूसरे के लिए 100. Tenure is 2 years, then 4 years. And we know that it is equal to 60 rupees. So you can find the principal amount, interest, which is equal to, 5%, which will come to 5%. So you just ignore whatever method 2 I have written, that is not for you. So just solve these practice questions and let me know if you understand, if you understood these questions. Find the difference in total amount and principal amount of rupees 4,000 at the rate of 5% per annum in 4 years. So principal amount 4,000, R is 5, T is 4 and you are asked to find the difference. Difference क्या होता है total amount and principal amount का? So ultimately what you want to find? A minus P is equal to SI. So ultimately आपको simple interest ढूंढना है.
800.
Perfect. Next. Yes, Rishabh, right. Sum of rupees 2668 amounts to rupees 4669 in 5 years. At the rate of simple interest, so find it. Now sum of rupees, that means 2668 is what? Principal amount, and it is amounting to 4669 after 5 years. That means that is the total amount is given and you are asked to find the simple interest, rate of interest. So you can go for the second formula, that is A is equal to P into 1 plus RT upon 100 to get the value of R. You know amount, you know principal amount, you know tenure, so you can find the R. Ayush is saying 15%.
15%.
Yes, correct. Okay, I want to ask, there are 2 Adil Khan in your class or only 1?
Ma'am, 2.
Okay, so how will I differentiate who is attending? Because you people not even mentioning your email address, दोनों भी mention नहीं कर रहे, तो at least mention some ID कि कौन कौन सा आदिल खान है, so I can just put your presentee, है ना? So you are the only one who is consistent, right? I think, क्योंकि दूसरा थोड़ा inconsistent है. I need to check who is that now. Okay, third. So relationship is given. Ayushi is saying 1000. Ayushi Birli. Okay. Yes, correct. Fourth, simple interest for sum of rupees 1500 is rupees 30 in 4 years and rupees 60 in 8 years. Yes, Zaina, you're right. So go for the fourth one. Find the rate of interest. Rishabh is saying 0.5%. Okay.
0.5%.
Yes, correct. Very good. Last, I think it should be last, or maybe उसके बाद एक हाथ रहेगा. Girija borrowed rupees 800 at 6% and Rani 600 at 10%. After how much time they both will have equal debts? Equal debts means equal amount to be paid. That means यहाँ पे amount will be equal. So just compare the amount formula and calculate T. So options are given in mixed fraction, so you can convert. But हाँ एग्जाम में आपको मिक्स फ्रैक्शन नहीं दिए रहेंगे, बट जब भी आपको टाइम कैलकुलेट करने को बोलते हैं ना, सो टेन्योर वी ऑलवेज गिव इन टर्म्स ऑफ मिक्स फ्रैक्शंस, not in improper. Yeah, so Ayushi has got 50/3, so you have to convert it into mixed fraction. Now how to convert fraction into mixed fraction? Yes, 16 2/3. Okay, so whatever fraction you get, you actually divide it. So 50/3 अगर आपको मिला है तो actually divide 50 with 3, जो भी क्वोशंट आता है you don't need to borrow 0. Okay, जो भी क्वोशंट आता है write as full number and your denominator will remain same and your remainder will become your numerator. So this is how you convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. I hope everyone must be aware. So just divide it like this. जो भी क्वोशंट आता है put it as a full number, remainder as your numerator and denominator remains same. Okay. So everybody got option D? Right? So this was for simple interest. Now we'll move to compound interest, which is again very simple. So I'll just share my screen with you. Yes. So what is the difference in simple interest and compound interest? जैसे मैंने बताया, अपना जो principal amount होता है, whatever you are investing, it remains same throughout our tenure. आप 5 साल के लिए इन्वेस्ट करो, 10 साल के लिए, your 100 rupees will be your 100 rupees only, और उसी के ऊपर आपको इंटरेस्ट मिलता जाएगा, राइट? सो अगर 10% आपका इंटरेस्ट है एंड आपका अमाउंट 100 रुपीज़ है, सो एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर यू विल गेट 10% ऑफ 100 रुपीज़, दैट मीन्स ₹10. सो एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर योर अमाउंट विल बी 110. In second year, your principal amount is 100 rupees, and again for the second year 10% interest you will get, so more 10 rupees you will gain. So at the end of second year, your total amount will be 120. Likewise, only 10 rupees will get added to your principal amount, 100 rupees, right? So 120, 130, 140 and 150. So at the end of fifth year, you will gain 150 rupees total amount. Right, that means you are gaining 50 rupees on your principal amount. But when the investment is happening through compound interest, suppose I have invested 100 rupees and my interest rate is 10%. So at the end of first year I will get ₹10 on 100 rupees. So at the end of first year my amount will be 110. When I invest, when I do it for 2 years or 3 years, in second year my principal amount will be 110 and not 100 rupees. Okay, so my principal amount gets changing, it keeps on changing in case of compound interest. मतलब मुझे जो interest मिल रहा है, now that new amount will become my principal amount for the next year. Now I will get 10% on 110 instead of 100 rupees. So at the end of second year I will get 10% on 110, which is equal to 11 rupees. That means my total amount will be 121 at the end of second year. Whereas with simple interest it was 120 rupees. So 1 रुपये का मुझे फ़ायदा है, right? That's why our all investments are in compound interest. So हमारा जो पाइलअप होता है इंटरेस्ट, दैट अमाउंट बिकम्स अवर न्यू प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट, और फिर उसके ऊपर हमें इंटरेस्ट मिलना चालू हो जाता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट. दैट इज द डिफरेंस. ठीक है. सो जो मुझे अगर 100 रुपीज़ में सिंपल इंटरेस्ट से इन्वेस्ट करती तो आई वुड हैव गॉट 120 रुपीज़ एट द एंड ऑफ सेकेंड ईयर. बट इफ आई इन्वेस्ट विथ कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट then I will gain 121 rupees at the end of second year. That's why compound interest is always beneficial, though it is little bit complex, but there is nothing to get scared. There are two formula you have to remember which I have written. Compound interest is equal to principal amount. अब हम सिंपल इंटरेस्ट में क्या करते हैं, r से t को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. यहाँ पे t पावर बन जाता है, जो मैंने y से डिनोट किया है दैट इज एक्चुअली t. So principal amount into 1 plus r upon 100 raised to y minus 1 will give you compound interest. Simple interest का formula था PRT upon 100, whereas compound interest का formula है P into 1 plus r upon 100 raised to t minus 1. Right? Amount का formula remains same. Instead of RT, we have t as a power of the bracket. So amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 raised to t. Again amount is equal to principal amount plus compound interest, that also we can calculate, right? So let's understand these things with the help of formula. With the help of example, sorry. What will be the compound interest for the sum of rupees 8,000 after 3 years at the rate of 5% per annum? So we have our formula ready with us. So find the quantities given. P is 8,000, T is 3 years, R is 5%, and we are asked to find the compound interest. So we can use the first formula. P stands for 8,000, R is for 5 and Y for 3, and you can directly get the answer. So compound interest का formula and simple interest का formula do not get confused. Though simple interest is simple, compound interest इतना भी complex नहीं है, बस आपको formula याद रखना है. So put the values and you will get the answer. Now amount is 9261. We are asked to find the compound interest. Principal amount was 8,000, so just minus it from it. You will get the value for compound interest, that is 1261. Because amount is always equal to interest plus principal amount. Let it be simple interest or compound interest, right? So compound interest will also be calculated as principal amount minus principal amount. Okay. Then there are lot of types in compound interest. Suppose half yearly आता है कभी कभी, quarterly भी आता है. So for compound interest annually, the formula is P into 1 plus r upon 100 raised to y minus 1, where y is full year. Now when we talk about half year, in a year how many half years are there? 2, right? So in a year there are 2 half years. That's why y will become 2y, and rate of interest is given per annum. For half year it will be half of it, so r will become r by 2, right? So just understand, for amount the formula to calculate the total amount will change to r by 2 and y will change to 2y. Same for compound interest. When it is for half yearly, y के जगह आप 2y लिखोगे and r के जगह r by 2 करोगे. Now if it comes for quarterly, what will it be? एक साल में कितने क्वार्टर्स होते हैं? 4. क्वार्टर मतलब 3 months का पीरियड, राइट? So y will become 4y and r will become r by 4. That will be the formula for compound interest quarterly. Okay, so we'll check first half yearly problem. A invested 16,000 at the rate of 10% per annum for 1 year. If the interest is compounded half yearly, find the total amount received by A at the end of the year. So we have formula ready with us for half yearly. Just put the values. Amount 16,000, r is 10, so r by 2 will be 5. 2y, 1, y is for full year, so we will consider y as 1, so 2y will become 2. and just solve it. You will get the answer for amount. जनरली अमाउंट ही पूछेंगे जब हाफ ईयरली क्वार्टरली प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे, सो आप कॉशियसली देख लेना. अगेन, इफ द इन्वेस्टमेंट पीरियड इज डिनोटेड इन मंथ्स, then you have to convert those months into year, then only you can put this into formula. I'll show you that again. Now for the quarterly, right, r by 4 and 4y, this is the formula for quarterly. So now यहाँ पे 9 months के लिए investment period है. Compound interest on 8,000 for 9 months at the rate of 20% per annum, interest being compounded quarterly. So we are going to use the quarterly formula, but for that we have to first convert 9 months into year by dividing it by 12. So 9 month में 9 by 12 means 3 by 4. That means 9 month में 6 month और 3 month ऐसे अगर हम break करेंगे, so there is 1 half year and 1 quarter, right? So one formula will be use of half year, one we will use for the quarter one. So quarterly के लिए what is the thing? We have directly taken this r by 4 and 4y, right? So y is 9 months, so we have converted into 9 by 12, which is coming up to again 9261, so it is 1261. So when compounded quarterly, we are going to use the quarterly formula. अब जब full years plus few months आते हैं तो कैसे solve करना है, that I will show you. 27 months. अब 27 months में how many full years are there? 2, right? 12 2s are 24 and plus 3 months are extra. So in such cases, जब पूरा का पूरा इंटरेस्ट हम पूरे ईयर के लिए ले रहे हैं, what is asked? 10,000 deposited in a bank for 27 months with 20% rate of interest. So what will be the total amount received? So ये तो normal question है. अगर quarterly आया तो obviously you will use the quarterly formula. Y will be 27 months. So 27 by 12 you will do that and use the quarterly. If half yearly है तो you will use accordingly. But if nothing is mentioned, then you will use your main formula. You will see how many full years are there in 27 months. There are 2 full years, 24 months. Right, and plus 3 months extra. So for that, those 3 months we will use the formula for quarterly. Okay, तो 2 साल के लिए हमने पहला पूरा formula यूज किया and end 3 months के लिए we are using quarter formula. Are you getting? अगर क्वेश्चन में मेंशन है कि इंटरेस्ट बीइंग कंपाउंडेड हाफ ईयरली, तो आपको श्योर शॉट हाफ ईयरली का फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. y की जगह मंथ्स डालो, उसको 12 से डिवाइड करो. क्वार्टरली, श्योर शॉट क्वार्टरली का फॉर्मूला यूज करो, y की जगह मंथ्स डालो, उसको ईयर में कन्वर्ट करो. बट इफ नथिंग इज मेंशन, देन you have to see how many extra months we are getting after calculating full years. So 27 months में we are having 2 full years plus 3 extra months. So 3 months means 1 quarter we have. That's why I am using the quarterly formula after full year formula. Okay. So full year के लिए P plus 1 P into 1 plus R by 100 and for quarter 1 plus R by 4. So just put your values into it and you will get the amount. So these are the only types of question which will come in simple interest and compound interest. So just try to solve yourself the compound interest problems. After this we will wind up. So first problem, the compound interest on 30,000 at 7% for a certain time is this. So find the time period. Principal amount is 30,000, rate of interest is 7. So it is half yearly. So just use half yearly formula. Convert months into years. No, मुझे students की आवाज़ नहीं आ रही है. Yes, you said something, right? Okay, 13240. नहीं, he was saying, but I was not able to listen him. Yes, correct. 13240. Third, find the amount of rupees 8,000 in 1.5 years at 5% compound interest payable half yearly. सो 1.5 ईयर्स को आप पहले कन्वर्ट कर दो फुल ईयर में कितने होंगे, एक पूरा ईयर, एंड 6 मंथ्स को अगेन ईयर में कन्वर्ट कर दो टू गेट दी हाफ ईयरली में. ओके, यश इज सेइंग 8615.12. लेट्स चेक आउट. यस, करेक्ट, वेरी गुड. Any difficulty anyone how to calculate for half yearly? Just try to solve.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So fourth, quarterly. 4y r by 4. Y is 6 months, so convert months into years. 1620. Okay. Let's check 1620. Yes, correct now. Got it? If anyone is facing any difficulty, please let me know. And this should be the last one, I think. What will be the total amount received for the sum 20,000 for the period of 30 months at the rate of 8% per annum on compound interest? So यहाँ पे ना क्वार्टरली मेंशन है ना हाफ ईयरली. सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, सी 30 मंथ्स में कितने एग्जैक्ट ईयर्स आते हैं एंड कितने हाफ ईयर और क्वार्टर आ रहे हैं. अकॉर्डिंगली यू यूज टू फॉर्मूला. सो देर आर 2 full years. Yeah, so in 30 months you have to see how many full years are there, how many months are left. Now you can see 2 full years and 6 months. So you have to use half yearly and full year formula. अगर इसके जगह 33 मंथ्स होते तो आपको तीनों फॉर्मूले यूज़ करने पड़ते, राइट. फुल ईयर के लिए 2 years के लिए, then 6 months and then 3 months. So this is how we calculate the compound interest for half yearly, quarterly. Okay, Yash has got the answer 24243. Which one is, there is no such option, Yash. You have done some of the errors. Just check it out once again. Alright, so any doubts so far in compound interest problems, whatever we have seen today? Yes, so you got the answer. What is the answer anyone has got? That answer is not in the option. The answer is 24261.12. So just try to see if you are getting. I'll upload these notes today on our classroom, and tomorrow we will see profit and loss, and with that we are going to cover entire percentage problem chapter. Okay, so unit 1 will be over tomorrow. Unit 1 में we have seen HCF, LCM, average and percentage, जिसमें हमने सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस एंड मिसलेनियस प्रॉब्लम्स भी देखे हैं. सो विद दिस वी आर कंप्लीटिंग यूनिट 1 टुमारो. Okay, so I will upload all the notes on our Google Classroom. Just go through it and try to solve yourself. Any doubt you can ask me, you can ping me personally, and then I will give you the solution of the same. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.